So, when we look at a magnetic field and we draw these field lines on there, and these dotted lines, which won't bother talking about really. I'll just focus on the field lines. They're not really any. There aren't really any field lines there. Of course, they're just an idea. It's something that we draw to help us to understand what magnetic fields or sorry, this is actually electric field, what fields in general are, and then we could say things like cutting the field lines will do a certain thing, and because we've invented the idea of field lines, then it helps to predict things. So the idea of anything even having a field is a model, okay, and it's just a model is essentially a way of thinking about how reality actually is. Um, we talk about the Earth having a magnetic field actually as well, but also a gravitational field. So this is a picture of the gravitational field around the Earth. But then Einstein said, well, no, actually, that's not really quite the case. What Einstein said, which we learnt about in relativity all the way over here, somewhere, is that gravity causes, I don't think we have very good diagrams of it, but gravity actually causes space-time to be bent. And the reason why things fall was this, we helped to understand in this way, using this time flow gradient. So they both predict the same thing, but Einstein's general theory of relativity predicted things that classical mechanics didn't predict. So Einstein's theory of relativity predicted that light would be deflected in a gravitational field, which it wouldn't do if you follow Newton's model. So all these different models, and including other models that we're going to look at, including quantum physics, that's also comprised of models, or maybe you could say it's a model in itself. They're all just ideas about how we can see reality. It's not, maybe sometimes it might be true to say that actually none of them are true, because eventually we're going to improve on them as time goes on. Even atoms that we say are made out of these little things, little objects called protons and neutrons and electrons. Again, if you look inside of those, they're made out of other things, and it gets very, very fuzzy and confusing and vague about what really reality actually is. So to actually understand reality at its basic true level, maybe extremely confusing and baffling, that we need to come up with these models to help us to understand it. Yeah.